The 5-day wine festival organized by Wines of South Africa opened with a cultural night to receive patrons who had traveled far and near to have a feel and understanding of wines from South Africa. It was a night of performances, exhibition and tasting of various brands of quality wine. The second day of the festival took patrons all the way to Stellenbosch for a wine cellar visit. This is where the wine you enjoy is stored before it finally lands on your table. Winemakers took patrons through the various brands of wine, from Chardonnay to Pinotage to Merlot, you name it. The next 3 days of the festival will host patrons to a series of conferences and seminars, followed by grand exhibitions of wine. Still here at the opening ceremony for the Cape Wine 2022 in Cape Town. I have here with me the CEO of Bosa, and that is Siobhan Thompson. Thank you very much and welcome to Citi Newsroom.
Thank you, and welcome to sunny Cape Town and to Cape Wine 2022.
Thank you very much. Now, just give us a brief, on what is happening with the opening ceremony of the conference and what will be happening in the next few days.
Okay, so we opened this morning with a seminar really showcasing the 3 pillars of sustainability: people, place and prosperity. And then guests have moved into the Cape Wine Hall, and in the hall you will see various producers. We have about 417 exporting producers here who are showcasing their wines, and the idea is really to go around, talk to the producers, taste their wines and see what possibility there is to export their wines and to create more business for the South African wine industry.
Now, the theme, Sustainability 360, what exactly do you want to communicate to the rest of the world?
We want to communicate all the sustainability projects and initiatives we have in South Africa for the wine industry. So what projects we have on the ground for addressing people, what projects we have in terms of conserving our environment, and also what we have in terms of sustainability of our financial position. I think we had to, at one stage, really look at our future and say, how do we preserve our future for the next generation? So, we have the most amazing environment around us, the Cape Floral Kingdom. How do we conserve that, but at the same time grow grapes? How do we conserve our vines for the future? How do we conserve water, electricity, and all those initiatives? So really it came out of necessity, but also the need to conserve for the future. As one of our speakers said this morning, there is no planet B, there's Earth. If we don't look after Earth for our future and for our generations to follow, there'll be nothing left.
Now, hundreds of brands have converged here at the Cape Wine 2022 conference just to showcase what they have to the world. Now, I'm here at Bayedi and I'm going to have a conversation. Hi, welcome to the Citi Newsroom.
Thank you very much.
Right, so tell us about your brand.
This is a brand of the Zulu King, King Goodwill's Valentini, and now the late King and the new King, Mrs. Zulu. It's the only royal brand that is endorsed by the Zulu King, and it's got the crest of the Zulu King. And Auntie will be visiting Ghana at the end of the month.
Oh, wow.
8th of November with the Ghana food and wine. So we will be there, and I look so forward. So please tell the people to come and visit the Bayedi stand, will you?
Awesome. No, people are going to come. So give us the date again when you are coming.
It is the 25th to 29th of November.
Right. So this is a brand for royalty. Can we get to taste and become royals ourselves?
Yes, definitely. This is called our Royal Jubilee, and we developed this Jubilee to celebrate the Zulu King. Because His Majesty King Goodwill's Valentini was the founder of this company, and all the wines have beadwork around the neck. So this is also how we add value and we take care of the ladies. So I'm going to give you the armband as a token of sisterhood, joining the two countries.
I like that.
Yes. So this is also the royal with the official royal crest. This is a very nice Chenin Blanc that was bottled and branded, and I hope you will enjoy it.
Absolutely.
we're still here at Cape Wine 2022 conference, and I have here with me Market Manager for Africa, Wines of South Africa, Matube Mbata. Hi, Matube.
Hi,
How you doing?
I'm well and good to have you here with us.
Absolutely. Now, I really love what I am seeing. Tell us a bit more about what is happening.
Well, after such a long silence after COVID, we've been frustrated not being able to travel. This is actually an opportunity to showcase to the world, and this is our flagship event in essence. So we are thrilled to have so many guests that are committed to South Africa and are showing interest in South African wines. There are over 400 wine producers that are exhibiting on the floor, and over 3,000 wines will be tasted in the next 3 days. But not just the tasting of the wines, there'll be interaction with the wine producers, winemakers, marketers across. Everybody will be just engaging with the trade that's coming in, as well as media, of course. So this is exciting time for us.
Super. Now, it is an exciting time for us as well. Now, how would you say that wines from South Africa are doing in the rest of African countries?
Look, Africa is booming. I think the wine drinking future is in Africa. And rightfully, as you would know, that we are focused in the West Africa, primarily in Ghana and Nigeria, but obviously looking to expand into other markets as well. But the reception is amazing. There's a lot of interest in wanting to learn and appreciate wine in terms of knowledge base. We're rolling out wine education. So Wines of South Africa goes into markets with a focus of advancing the knowledge base, but also creating opportunities for people to advance themselves in terms of career paths within the wine industry, upskilling them. So there's a lot of value we're bringing into the continent, and appreciation thereof is that the fellow Africans love South African wines.
I like that. Cheers, Matumi.
Cheers to you.
And thank you.
Thank you.
Right, so now I have here with me Saskia and Ben from Overheads Wines, and they're going to tell us what their brand is all about. Hi, ladies and gentlemen.
Hi, good day. Wonderful to have you here with us.
No, I'm very excited to be here. Now, let me start with you, Ben. How have you been able, for Overheads Wines, have you been able to sustain it? Tell us about your processes and what really makes your wine different and unique from any other.
So we're actually sustainable, we're quite green, so we are environmental friendly, but also we try to select different terroirs in the Western Cape to create different styles, different brands, because we have seen how the palate has changed from sweet to dry. So incorporating different terroirs, enhancing the South African palate, and also in giving people the knowledge of wine.
Awesome. Now, Saskia, tell us about your presence in other African countries, especially in Ghana.
Of course, in Ghana, we've had a long-standing relationship with our importer there, and actually the relationship started right here in 2018 at Cape Wine. That's where we met, and we started exporting to Ghana. Been there a few times, and yes, we're in most retail stores in Ghana, in the on-trade, and we're very, very well-received product, and we really enjoy the Ghanaian people, and they respond quite well. They love our sweet reds, and we know that they love their sweet wines, and it is very well received.
Hi, welcome to Citi Newsroom.
Hi, thank you.
Right. So tell us your name and what you do with KWV.
So my name is Kobus van der Merwe. I'm the white wine maker at Senior White Wine Maker at KWV. So I'm responsible, yes, for all the whites, the rosés, and all the sparkling wines.
Now, we love sparkling wine.
Yes, that's one of my favorite and my passion as well.
Awesome. So tell us a bit about what goes into getting these beautiful brands out.
Well, it's a team sport, so there goes a lot in. We need the whole team to work together, and that starts from the vineyard team, managing our vineyards from day to day. Our farmers is also important for us. The contracts, long-term contracts that we have with them to produce sustainably good quality wines at the end of the day. Then you have the wine team, which I'm part of. And we work closely together. And then, yes, of course, we have our marketing team, our sales team. Everybody needs to work together, otherwise we don't have these lovely wines on the table.
Awesome. Now, how important is it for a brand like yours, to be part of events like these, like the Cape Wine 2022?
It's very important for us, especially to meet new clients, new producers, and also to show them what we have, what innovations we have, what's new on the table, so that they can come and enjoy and taste, and hopefully we can do some business.
I'm here at Distilled Wines, and I'm going to have a conversation. Thank you very much. You're welcome to the Citi Newsroom.
Hi.
Right. So tell us about what we have here at Distilled.
That is the Tangram Red, which is our Bordeaux blend. We took quite a while to bring it out because we planted vineyards for that back in 98 and 99. And only by 2012 we were confident. So 2012 is the first vintage of this.
Wow. But how so?
Well, good things take time. So it's the specific one is it's a blend of all 5 Bordeaux varietals. So it's Cabernet Sauvignon, Merlot, Cabernet Franc, Petit Verdot, and Malbec. And it spends 2 years in new barrels, and then at least a year in the bottle before we release.
Wow. So now, if you are looking for all kinds of wine, in a bottle, this is what we are talking about. But what does it mean for you to be part of Cape Wine 2022?
Well, it's firstly, it took me about an hour to get to the stand because I'm bumping into people that I haven't seen for 10 years. So that's a nice part. But no, just think the exposure that you have, it's I haven't seen that much foreigners yet, but it's a good show.
Right, so we're still here at Cape Wine 2022. I'm currently at the stands of Vini Mark, one of the biggest wine brands in South Africa. And they've got good presence in Ghana as well. I have here with me Neil, and Neil is going to be telling us about his brand. Hi Neil, welcome to Citi Newsroom.
Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you for having me. I think it's great to actually have the whole world in one hall here in South Africa in Cape Town. I think it's a privilege, especially since the past 2-3 years have been quite tough, especially for the South African wine industry. So I think we're grateful to actually be hosting an event like this, and seeing the turnout so far, it's been great. We've had some great inquiries as well, and for us it's absolute privilege to be showing our wines and to interact with everyone from around the world. And for us as a brand and as a business, we do focus on quite a few key markets around the world, but unfortunately one of the areas that's always been neglected from the South African wine industry or in the past, I think we've rectified it in the past, say 7 or 8 years, but is Africa. And Africa is a very important cog in our business. We are fully entrenched with what's happening in Africa and where we want to go in Africa, and we're very excited for the next 5 years certainly.
Series of wine tasting events were also scheduled to further educate and showcase to patrons which wine goes with which food.
So South Africa has been able to position themselves as leaders in the wine industry in Africa and one of the leaders in the world by adding value to agriculture. From Cape Town here in South Africa, my name is Frema Edunyame for Citi News.